Tom. He's sharing the stream around Hawk Life. We're here with Lyric, me, Hawk Life. I'm Chief YZ, by the way. Y'all know that. And we about to get into some games for this week. So, where we at? There we go. But we can start off with basketball, if that's the case. A little bit of talk of basketball while he's sharing it around. So, behind the scenes, we was talking about James Harden, and come to my attention that he's getting Hawk Life brought it to my attention, as well as some other people, that he's trying to go to the Clippers. But a lot of people ain't paying attention that the Lakers turned him down on a trade. They rejected a trade for Rui and somebody else for James Harden. They said no, they don't want James Harden. So I was kind of like, damn. But even with the Clippers, I don't know if he's going to go to the Clippers. We already talked about what teams we thought he should go to, but I got a question about James Harden this week. Do you feel like teams are going to stay away from James Harden because of how he's been on the last three teams? He left Houston with some bad blood. Then he left Brooklyn with some bad blood, and now he's leaving the 76ers with some bad blood. Do you really think a contending team is going to gamble and take that risk with James Harden when the last three teams he left, it's been a little bit of a spectacle, a little bit of disagreements? Do you think that they actually are going to want to pick him up, or will he go to a team that's not really a contender? You know what I'm saying? Because do you want to break up your nucleus of your team and your people in your team to deal with someone that's pretty much a locker room tyrant? You know what I mean? He's got to have it his way. That's what it seems. That's kind of the narrative now, that he's kind of like, I'll wait for these people to stop. He's kind of like being a problematic superstar. Even if he's a superstar, that's another question. Is James Harden still a superstar? But we can go through that or not. But the first question is, do you feel like teams are actually going to pick him up due to the way he's been acting lately?
I don't know about the diva thing. I didn't hear too much about it, but he might be as a diva in the locker room. But
He
you know you're
basically
gonna get a
said,
solid.
James Harden said that the problems in the 76ers cannot be fixed, and he's going after the manager of the 76ers. So there is a little bit of who's right, who's wrong. But I mean, it don't look good that the last three teams you leave and demand trades from. It's not, as far as
Nah, it
business
don't
side.
look good. For a business side, on paper it don't look good. But on paper, also, you're gonna get 30 points from James Harden. You gonna go out there and give it everything. If he go on a team where he come off the bench, uh, somewhere like I probably with the Lakers with LeBron, or out of the Clippers with Kawhi, it may be a different story in the locker room. I don't know. Sometimes it ain't the locker room; it's the person. It
Lakers said they
depends.
don't want
But
his ass.
that's crazy. I'm
They
gonna say he
rejected the
going to the
trade.
Clippers. I'm saying he's gonna tie the Clippers up Miami or some shit like that. You gonna send him somewhere
I
he
don't
don't
think
want
he's
to go.
coming off the bench, but I don't know. If I was a team that thought I had a chance at getting to the finals, I wouldn't pick up James Harden. To answer my own question, I'd probably leave that alone. Now, if I'm a rebuilding team or someone who's trying to look for a superstar to bring in fans to the seats, then I would. Like the Trailblazers, or you know what I mean, like the Pelicans, or somebody who
The
need that
Trailblazers could
superstar
be a good
player.
move. The
You said
Trailblazers
where?
could be a good move. The
Yeah, because they
Trailblazers
need a
could be a
star
good
right
move.
now, and I think he fits. He could do stuff on his own. As he's number one star, like when he was at Houston, he'll be able to stat stuff and get stats off. Now, what it will relate to wins, I don't know, but James Harden does always need another piece. So if he did go there with DeAndre Ayton still with the Trailblazers, that could be a little something. Wouldn't make them a contender, but it would give them that hey, we still got a decent team. Y'all come watch type vibe. You know what I mean?
Right.
Larry, what's your opinion on James Harden right now? Would you sign him if you was on a NBA team? If you owned an NBA team, would you get James Harden or not? Would you stay away from him?
No, I was probably stay with him.
You stay away from his ass. He said that shit is professionally as hell. No, I stay away from him. All right. Other questions. Thinking about, I had something in my head, but I kind of lost it. About basketball. So unless y'all want to talk about any other sport, then we could just move on to our football shit for the week. Or if y'all feel like y'all want to talk about something, we could talk about that. Boxing.
Yeah. I do want to talk about something basketball related. Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson are now the heads of Reeboks, and the first artist they signed to Reeboks was my girl from LSU, uh, Angel Reese. I think that's super dope. That's gonna be a super dope collab for her. Reeboks trying to make a comeback. They got Shaq in charge and Allen Iverson. Think about that.
For Allen
Um,
Iverson, and Shaq, that's dope. But for us, the rest of this shit, who's that? I don't know who the fuck that is. Dang, that's whack.
they just won the
Yo,
college. I would have went with
Angel
a big
Reese here
superstar.
at
Uh,
LSU.
hey, to be honest, who's watching women's basketball like that?
Oh,
Nobody,
I'm
man,
just,
nobody.
LSU went
I'm one of
hard
those
last year.
people, bro. I agree with bruh. To a
Angel
point.
Reese, Florida,
Yeah.
Nobody
I
is
won't
really. I
say
mean,
she's
the
not.
college,
I know who she
the
is.
college,
Yeah,
the college women world champion team.
if you
championship
if
just this
it's
year.
Yeah,
But
it's
would
for
you rather? Let me ask you this question: then. Would you rather
if
have a college star or an NBA star with a
if
shoe
you know
deal?
if you know sports, then you know who she is. But if you don't really know sports and you just watch only what you like, then you wouldn't know who it is. So as far like I like Reeboks, but as far as her representing for Reeboks, who the fuck is that? See what I'm saying? Like that's a bad deal. That's nothing to be bragging about. That's whack. That's whack shit. They could have did something better than that. I agree with bro. They could have got somebody that's in
I
NBA or
like her
somebody that's
music,
better.
the music
Yeah,
that she
yeah,
into. Like,
yeah. I like the music,
not
but as
her
far
music,
as
but
the
her homegirl
as
on the
far as
team. You know who I'm
endorsement,
talking about? Her, she's
deals or
fire.
whatever,
Yeah,
as far as
Flage.
endorsement,
Now, if you would have signed her, she could have had the music and the basketball. I think that'd be a better
exactly.
signing than Angel
Yeah,
Reese. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. It'll push
what's
the
But
up,
as
product
far as
what's
better.
up, a back potato?
It'll push the product better. You gotta look at
but as
network.
far as superstars though, like you should have dipped into the NBA first. That's not a.
Yeah.
I'm not overly excited. Now the female, if you're trying to reach the female audience and you're trying to push, because a lot of people say that the females are the reason for trends. A lot of people believe in that. Like even with rap music, if you can get the female fan base, then the male fan base will follow them. So maybe, yeah, okay, that's a good move. But as far as like changing the brand, like she gonna be the one to change the brand, I don't think so. I think if you go get like Alexander, you know what I mean, from OKC and shit, or you can get you a John Morant, or you can get you somebody that's doesn't have a deal that's going to be the next one up. Like you go get Wembyama or whatever, the rookie from the Spurs, and sign his ass. Like I could see some shit like that being a big move, or a football player. Because a lot of football players, you know what I mean, they fuck with Nike. So if you could change the narrative over there and have like a George Kittle, or fucking even get Travis Kelce to do the Reebok right now, where how hot his you know what I mean, popularity is going up with the Taylor Swift thing, or if you can get Odell Beckham Jr. because he's dating a Kardashian, like that would get you the female and male vote, like fans to pretty much. But I think it would be more for OBJ because you know what I mean, the Kanye thing and him leaving Adidas, and then she would probably get signed to Adidas to basically shit on him. Like that would be controversial and get you some sales. But as far as Reebok being the number one shoe brand, nah. It ain't been like that since Run DMC. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reeboks haven't been like that person for the shoe game. You know what I mean? It's Nike. Everyone knows that. And Jordan,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's that
I
brand.
can't remember his. I can't remember his name. Not because I can't remember the name. The little dude who had got arrested for fracturing his girlfriend neck. I forgot his name. The basketball player, the young fella. Um,
I
he
don't
got
remember
found.
either.
He got found. I was looking for it. I sent it earlier because she was saying he ain't never did or nothing. Uh, it was a lot of stuff, but they know who I'm talking about out there. If I don't find it, if I come back to it,
Well,
I'll come back to it.
how do you feel about the celebrity boxing shit with the Logan Paul and Dylan Danis and then uh Tommy Fury and KSI and KSI lost, but he said he won. He appealed it, and now they're saying that he might win the appeal, and they might change the decision to KSI. Like, do you think that was like celebrity boxing? Why? That's the question I forgot about. But the celebrity boxing is it a success or you know what I mean? It's drawing attention with the fights in the ring and you know what I mean? With Logan Paul and Jake Paul especially doing their thing and KSI, I think like they're the top little celebrity guys. But like, how do you feel about the celebrity boxing? You think it's just a money situation, or is it actually turning into something where it's interesting? Like I didn't pay for the pay per view because I don't care about them motherfuckers. But I'm just saying, like, do you think it's going somewhere? You think some of these celebrity boxers come out and actually box, or
Flop,
is it just money?
flop. It's just about money. That's all it is. Boxing's not the same it used to be back in the days. And even then, if it was, the last couple of good ass boxing rounds that we've seen that we experienced lately, it's been bullshit. Flop.
Yeah, yeah. Even
Even
that last fight
WWE,
with Canelo
even
and
WWE sucks now. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I stopped watching WWE a long time ago.
I still tune
Um,
in every now and then. You know what I mean? Like, you
there's
know.
nothing to excite me. The only thing I tuned in is when Shawn Michaels returned and then Undertaker returned. Like when I get that nostalgia and I can, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
Rey
Like
Mysterio. Yeah, hell yeah.
oh,
yeah,
I
Rey
found
Mysterio
this,
and Braun
y'all.
taking over for me.
I found this, y'all. NBA player Kevin Porter Jr. pleaded not guilty Tuesday to assaulting his girlfriend that he was arrested in Manhattan on Monday. And what I heard was he got traded to I think it was Memphis, and they waived him as soon as he got traded. They got two picks from the team he played for, uh, which is crazy. um, so what y'all think? You gonna do it? You gonna do
He'll find somewhere to be.
it?
He'll still be in the NBA. It's not as like the NFL, but come on. Like we done seen this story happen so many times in
It's a
sports.
it's a slap on the wrist. It'll be
Yeah,
alright.
look at the Ray Rice situation. He'll get suspended, and a team that's tanking or a team that needs some kind of like exposure will take that chance because
Who's
negative
that?
publicity is still publicity. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So somebody gonna grab him, and somebody gonna get him for cheap because he fucked up. So they're gonna get a player that's underpaid for a good reason, but. I mean, look at Deshaun Watson. Like, got over 20 cases, and you still went to an NFL team. It might be a half a year suspension, whatever will go down. I think it'll be half a year, but you're gonna find a home, or he'll be
Yeah,
overseas. He'll be playing basketball somewhere.
yeah.
But of course,
Super high
NBA.
school, super high school prospect Mikey Williams orders to stand trial on 6 felony gun charges. Now, if you don't know him, he used to play with LeBron's son at Sierra Kane. He wound up being a standout, and wound up got caught. Something happened at his house when he let off a gun, let off some shots. So he caught some felony gun charges. From my
Um,
understanding.
that situation, career
Yeah.
over. If LiAngelo can get caught for stealing in another country and his shit over, it's over. I'm sorry. A lot of teams look at it as like if you're devious or you're making a lot of mistakes when you're younger, it's just gonna turn into, you know what I mean, an ongoing thing. And that's what helps. Like old buddy in his situation, Porter Jr. Hasn't had that before, so maybe it's a slip up. Or I don't know. For that one, I think career could be over because it depends on how much time you get, and you got to think. Um, Getting locked up when you're younger, it kind of molds your mind. It puts you in a situation where he could come adapt to it. You know what I'm saying, and be in that mindset where I'm just gonna hustle. I'm gonna do this. Obviously, he around the gun, so doesn't make you no gangster. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like he might. He's like John Morant. Like John Morant, he's on that line where he's trying to live that thug life instead of that basketball life. He's at that point where he got to pick a side. So for that young man, he gonna have to pick a side, and hopefully he's got time to still, because colleges are not as lenient as the NFL or the NBA, or you know what I mean. So a college, they don't want that on their campus. They don't want somebody who's bringing in, shooting, and doing all that shit. So colleges are very more strict on what players they take a risk on.
Mm.
So he might go
Kevin
to
Porter
like,
Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. Girlfriend says he never hit her. He didn't hit me. He never balled his fist up and hit me, and he definitely didn't punch me in the face numerous times. This is a lie. I don't have any injuries to support that. Thoughts?
he better hope that the court don't pick up that case, because if she says it didn't happen or whatever, it's still assault. So it depends on what she says that she was doing to him for him to hit
It's
her.
it's still over. It's still over because even still, it just naysayers. I mean, like they're probably just trying to clean up his image now at this point after he realized he fucked up the next day. You know what I mean? Like it's over. He's done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Next.
Next, all right. Well, we're gonna get into talking this shit about football then,
Let's
since
go. I
Lyric
know I'm
over
about to
here,
hit it.
he said next. Oh, you can talk all you want to. I'm still winning, so I don't give a fuck. All right, so Broncos 8, the Chiefs 19. Chief of YZ and Hawk Life took that one. Ravens
My
24, Titans
homies.
16. We all won that one. Excuse me. Panthers 21, Dolphins 42. We all won that one.
Ooh.
Saints 13, Texans 20. Lyric won that one. I'm tired of your Saints now. They let me down too much. Commanders 24, Falcons 16. Hawk Life won that one. Lyric jinxed me. The Colts 20, the Jags
Oh, they don't fuck the
37.
Falcons. Don't know who fucking
Uh,
Falcons.
we'll see about that. Chief of YZ and Hawk Life won that one. Colts and Jags. Colts had 20. Jags had 37. Me and Hawk Life won that one. Seahawks 13, Bengals 17. We all lost that one. Vikings 19, Bears 13. Chief of YZ and Lyric took that one. 49ers 17, Browns 19. Hawk took that one alone. Pats 17, Raiders 21. We all won that one. Lions 20, Bucks 6. Hawk Life took that one. Cardinals 9, Rams 26. Chief YZ and Lyric took that one. Eagles 14, Jets 20. Hawk Life still alone on that one. Giants 9, Bills 14. We all won that one. Cowboys 20, Chargers 17. Chief YZ and Hawk Life took that one. So Hawk Life called both of the upsets for the undefeated teams this week. That was cool. But the win total right now, Chief of YZ got 58 wins. Hawk Life got 56 wins, and Lyric has 45 wins. So we getting closer and closer. We're almost halfway through the season, about a couple more weeks. So, but this week, before I go over the games, I like to say the bye week. Teams that are not playing this week are the Carolina Panthers, the Houston Texans, the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Cincinnati Bengals. They will not be playing this week. They have a bye week. So with that being said, that's 6 teams out. So not a lot of games to go over this week. Um, we'll talk our shit about the if anyone wants to brag about their winnings for last week. Um,
No,
I
no. I
mean,
just want to say my Saints stank up the joint. They stink. I mean, the defense got tired of bailing their fucking offense out, man. They got to do something with that line, man. They got to do something with that play calling, man. They call it ass backwards play where where they try to send Camaro on the run, and the shit didn't work, and the people know it on the outside. Then they want to turn around and throw the little screen pass to the right, which they should have did that play first and did the run up the middle. But they had ample chance to get back in the game, man, and they wasn't trying because Houston was trash too. But it was a good game because it was two trash offenses and two good defenses, and that's why it was one of my games of the week, man. But damn,
all I want to say is people need to
and they
stop
were
hating on Lamar Jackson. That's all I want to say. Because when he running the ball and he the top rusher, everybody hating. But if somebody else do it, then they got dang Superman. They think they the shit. Like, look at this guy. He rushing for over 100 yards. Come on now. I got to put some respect on my boy name. That's all I got to say. Uh, so we'll get into these games for the week. Starting off with the first game. The Jaguars are 4-2. The Saints are 3-3. I have 6 game in the weeks because I got 2 tied for 5th. So I had to. I couldn't make up my mind. But this is my first game of the week with the Jaguars and the Saints. I'll let Hawk Life go first, or who he picking, which we already know who he picking. But you know what I mean. I'll let him go ahead and explain.
so. I believe the Saints playing at home this week.
Yeah, whatever the second
Um,
team I name is a home team.
Saints playing at home this week. I think we're gonna get it together. Might have a better game against Jacksonville.
Thursday
Hopefully,
night.
yeah, it's a short week. It's a short week. I don't know. I don't know. We lie beat up. We lie beat up. I might have to, in the back of my mind, my subconscious, I know Jacksonville gonna win, but I'm gonna ride or die with my team, Saints.
All right, I'm glad you got a little bit of logic to your shit, but you went with the Saints. I went with the Jags because man, them Saints been letting me down a little bit, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm going with the Jaguars." So I went with the
I can't
Jaguars.
be mad at pick. I can't be mad at somebody
I
what
do like the
happened
Saints
for it because
defense,
thinking of
but
the pick. Yeah.
I don't think they're not facing a bad offensive team this week. So I give it to the Jags. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going for the Jags. The Saints got to kind of get it together. You know what I mean? Like, there's some things that they got to kind of put together on their offense and shit. Defense good. You know what I mean? So, of course, this still gonna be a good game. But the Jags, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a blowout, but the Jags definitely gonna take this one.
Yeah,
So,
you know how I feel about my game of the weeks. It's a toss up. I can see how the Saints will win, but I feel
Oh,
like
it's
the
definitely my
Jags.
first game of the week.
Yeah, so the next game, which I already know where y'all boys are headed to, but I want to really know Hawk Life opinion because it's 2 teams that I already know who he's going for, but you don't want to go for either one of these teams. This is my first tie. This is my tie game of the week because I got 6 game of the weeks. 2 of them are tied because I just felt like I had to. It was a short weekend. A lot of good games are going down. The Falcons are 3-3 versus the Bucks at home 3-2. Who y'all got?
Honestly, this is a good divisional game.
It's my second
oh,
game of the week tied
I got,
for
I got the
another one.
Bucks. Got the Bucks.
All right, Lyrics got the Buccaneers. Old pirate ass.
It's a good divisional game, man, and this is gonna be a dog fight between these two teams. But not just because I hate the motherfuckers, and I do hate the motherfuckers, and I'll
It's
never
because
vote
you
for
hate them.
motherfuckers. But the Bucks at home is a dangerous team, so I'm giving it to the Bucks.
All right, I went with the Falcons.
Hey,
Cause I'll tell you why.
My God.
I'll tell you why I went with the Falcons. Let me tell you why. Let me get a little drink. Even though I got the Bucks winning the division, I went with the Falcons because I knew that both of y'all weren't gonna go for the Falcons. So I wanted to stand alone. So I took my risk. I was like, "Fuck it, this is gonna be a risky game. It's basically an underdog game, an upset game because Bucks are 3-2, Falcons are 3-3. They got more losses, but they both got the same amount of wins. But I went with the Falcons. So that's where I stand on that. The next game, the Raiders 3-3 going to face the Bears at home, 1-5. I went with the Raiders because Bears look horrible this year. They look like ass. I mean,
Raiders. That's a no-brainer.
Old Town.
all right, so we all went with the Raiders then.
Old Town.
Now I want Lyric's opinion on this next game first because he been an advocate for both of these teams. So I really think he's gonna be in the middle. He might need some time to think about it, but I want to hear his explanation while he explains it out. The Browns 3-2 versus the Colts 3-3. Colts are at home. This is my third game of the week, by the way. Tied. So the Falcons and Bucks and the Browns and Colts were tied for my fifth game of the week.
I'm sorry,
So
bro. I was fucking handling something. You said the Colts versus the Browns.
the Browns 3-2 versus the Colts at home 3-3.
Yeah, this one I'm probably gonna go with the Browns.
Oh, okay. Hawk Life, who you got in the Colts and Browns?
Browns at home. They had a rough one last week. They almost pulled
Colts
out.
at home.
Colts at home. Okay, the Browns had a rough one last week. They almost pulled it out. They're having a tough one. I might have to take the Browns on this one. I like the Colts, but I just think the Browns feeling for a win right now.
Well,
And this might be that pullout
y'all
game.
know I hate the Colts, so I went with the Browns too, plus
Uh,
defense. So I went with the defensive team. I hate the Colts with a passion, so fuck them. Yeah, we'll move on. Commanders 3-3 versus the Giants 1-5. Giants are at home.
Commanders.
I went with the defense too. I went with the Commanders because the Giants are ass water.
I picked
So I went with the Commanders.
Commanders. It's nowhere in hell the Giants. When I told y'all they're gonna be the worst team in the league. By the way, Atlanta and that Bucks game was my second game of the week. I'm sorry, I forgot to say it.
Oh, okay. Next game, this is my the Lions 5-1 versus Ravens 4-2. Of course, I went with the Ravens.
Ravens.
It's an upset game, but I like the Lions, but I don't know. I think they're gonna get exposed a little bit. It's gonna be a hell of a game. I think this is the number one game of the week. Or this is the second. The number one game of the week is later on for me, but this is my second game of the week. Like, it's my fourth game of the week pick, but it's the second best game of the week. So yeah, I went with the Ravens. Lyric went with the Ravens.
This is my third game of the week, and it's my third game of the week because I knew I was gonna ruffle some feathers, so I get to talk shit from the other side of the room. Detroit been looking good, Baltimore been looking decent, but I'm giving this one to Detroit. I just feel like they're gonna have a little bit more in the tank. I know they're gonna kill me for this, but you know.
Nah, Detroit's my underdog of the year. I said that in the beginning. Detroit's probably gonna be the most surprising, but I love my Ravens. So they are coming back from London. They do got the home field, so I still went logical. You know what I mean? The Lions have been in some dogfights. We've been in some dogfights. Um, so I just think it's going to be a hell of a game. Hell of a game. So next game, Bills 4-2 versus the Patriots 1-5. I went with the Bills. I don't like the Patriots. I'll be biased, and all the teams I don't really like are not having like. A lot of them are shit. But I went with the Bills because I feel like fuck it. You know what I mean? The Pats don't have nothing figured out. Like I said last week, they still trying to find what their game plan is. Um, they're having a lot of troubles, even injuries. So I went with the Bills because who's going to stop Stephon Diggs?
Like I said, ever since when they lost they superstar injuries, like ever since then, they went downhill. But yeah, I'm going for the Bills as well.
I agree with everything Chief has said. I'm going for the Bills.
All right. The Cardinals are 1-5 versus the Seahawks 3-2. Seahawks are at home. I
Seahawks.
went with the Seahawks as well. Yep, me too. I told y'all the Cardinals are ass too. So I went with the
Shout out
Seahawks.
to our brother Bones.
Yeah,
Man,
shout
Hey,
out to
brother,
Ball.
y'all already know this my fourth game of the week. This is a divisional game. This is a tough one for both teams. But you know, Gino at home about to go crazy. Seattle.
All right, this is my next game of the week right here. Steelers 3-2 versus the Rams 3-3. Rams are at home.
Um,
I went with the Rams because fuck the Steelers. I don't care. They gonna have to.
Rams. Oh, the
Nah,
Rams.
I can't go with the Steelers. Plus the Rams are at home. They both. It's an underdog game. I went with the upset. I think the Rams gonna beat them.
hmm. I'm going with the Steelers. I've been on my road game shit this week, so I'm going with the Steelers.
All right. Next game, Chargers 2-3 versus the Chiefs 5-1. I went with the Chiefs. I don't like the Chargers. I I just don't like them. Um, I think the Chiefs, other than that Detroit loss, they shown that they still who they are. Everyone's feeling a little healthy, coming back. Defense looking solid, good, not great. Offense, they're one dimensional.
Chargers.
So if you can stop Travis Kelsey,
I'm going
then
for the Chargers.
yeah, you charged up. But I'm going with the
Let me tell
Chiefs.
you something. This man gets Swifty pussy. He too charged up. You ain't stopping him. Nah. But I'll give it to Kansas City. But you know I'm on my home, man. You know how it's going down.
I ain't know my homie. I'm going with the Chiefs. I can't. I'm a logical guy. All right, this next game is my worst game of the
I
week.
don't dick ride, so I would be charged up.
Nah, I don't either. So I ain't going. I ain't go. I'm going with the Chiefs though, because I already know the Chargers. I hate them. I don't like Justin Herbert. But the Packers 2-3 versus the Broncos 1-5. I'm gonna let y'all go first. It's my worst game of the week. Doesn't mean that is they the worst teams or they're bad. I don't think this game is still gonna be good, but it's the losing records for me. So
Packers.
I already knew that. Where you go, Arc Life? Packers 2-3, Broncos at home 1-5.
I'm gonna say the Broncos this week. Ironically, because I feel like Sean Payton know it's shut up or go home week, so I feel like they're gonna have to shut up or go home, or it's gonna be a rebuild in them motherfuckers. So I see them coming out playing tough and trying to get a win at home.
Going with the upset. I went with the Broncos too, cause I told Burrow when I told Lyric when the Packers fucking let me down, I wasn't rocking with them no more. Ain't no love. So hey, like Russell Wilson said, let's ride, Broncos country.
Right?
So I went with the Broncos. All right, this is my number one game of the week. This next game, Dolphins 5-1 versus the Eagles 5-1. This is going to be a serious fucking game. Um,
Dolphins.
Lyrics got the Dolphins.
Ooh, can I take my number one back and switch it? Ooh, This should be my number one game of the week right here. This is my number one game of the week. Fuck it. I'm switching it.
Yeah, this is the best game of the
Everybody else
week.
is fine. Woo, this the game of the week. Right, the game of the year. If played right. This probably playoff Super Bowl implications type feel. This what this is gonna be. I feel like they gonna come out playing. They ain't gonna show everything because they know they might see each other in the finals. So I don't think they gonna show everything, but they both gonna come out playing hard. This is a tough call. Tyree Hill and them boys over there been playing crazy, and they been playing crazy in Philly. Philly almost lost Sunday. They almost lost. They barely won. They barely skated by. I don't know. If Miami still on their momentum, Miami can take the win. It's Philly at home. I believe Philly at home.
Yeah, Eagles at home.
Tough team to be at home. Tough, tough. This is tough one to call. I love Miami. I love Miami. Uh, shit. I'm gonna get this one to Miami just because I have this feeling, but Philly tough at home. But
All
Miami.
right. Well, I disagree with both of y'all. I went with Philadelphia, and I'll tell you why. Defense. I went with they both got crazy ass offenses, first off. But I think Eagles got a better defense for me, and the Dolphins got injuries at running back. So they don't got their number one running back, even though that rookie's looking pretty damn good. But they don't got Arcane or Akane or whatever you say his name. He's out. So due to that, as long as Darius Slay can do his best to slow down not Derek, but slow down Tyreek Hill, uh, it would be the Eagles. But you gotta find you can't stop Tyreek Hill, but if you can slow him down, then maybe some doubles. Try to get that defense that the Eagles have is better. So I went with the Eagles on that one. Last game of this week, 49ers 5-1 versus the Vikings 2-4. I went with the 49ers. Even though I went with the Vikings early in the season, but they let me down. So it wasn't even about the home game for the Vikings. It wasn't about their record. It was just I like defense more. 49ers got that defense, top 3 defense. So I went with them. I think they just took their loss. So same thing with the Eagles. They just took their loss. So I feel like they both coming back for vengeance. So I went with the 49ers.
I can agree with you on this one. With this particular game right here, definitely the 4-9 come back to get a dub. Um, but yeah, man, I feel like they just got the better team overall in this situation, man. So definitely 49ers on this
All right. Lyric, who you got? 49ers 5-1, Vikings at home 2-4.
49ers.
So we all went with 49ers. That's what's up. Okay. So I like to play a little game. I knew it was a short week, so I came up with this game right here. It's an all-time game, so it doesn't have to be current players. It can be all-time. You got to pick for offense. You got to pick a quarterback, 2 wide receivers, a running back, and a tight end. Offensive line is everyone's gonna have the same offensive line, so you don't have to pick what year the offensive line or any of that. I mean, if you want to add the offensive line there, that's cool, but I just feel like offensive line is just good, but you got to pick a quarterback all time. Who's your starting offensive weapons between quarterback, running back, tight end, 2 wide receivers? What team would you make with that?
one. Mm, mm. Put her on the spot. Put her on the spot like that. God dang. That's a whole lot of picks. Oh shit. Okay. That's a whole lot of picks, man. Okay, my top 5. Okay, my quarterback. Shit. My quarterback would be all time would probably be Drew Brees. Let's see, Drew Brees. My my wide receiver, all time wide receiver would be Randy Moss. Um, and
And they
Jerry
all in their
Rice.
prime. They all in their prime. You can
And
pick two wide receivers. So you Randy Moss and Jerry
Randy,
Rice with
yeah,
Drew
and
Brees.
yeah, and my running back would probably. Oh, this is a good one. I would say Jerome Bettis. I thought he was a very physical, up the middle. This when Philly was in his golden days, they prime days. In his prime, he was, he was coming through like a truck. Um, I would say him, and then I would say that was everybody. Huh? Yeah, that was everybody.
Tight
Quarterback
end.
two, tight end, and my tight end all time would probably be Gronk because I feel like Gronk one of the greatest tight ends to ever do it, man.
Okay. I'm gonna try not. I would pick some of your players, but I'm not even gonna pick some of your players. I'm gonna let you have that team. I'm gonna pick my team. In a prime. Huh. So I ain't going for Tom Brady. I won't. Peyton Manning, maybe. But, I'm gonna be logical. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady for my quarterback. I'm gonna go with
Hmm.
Megatron for a wide receiver, and I'll go with Michael Irvin for a wide receiver. My running back will be Barry
Mm.
Sanders, and my tight end will be Tony Gonzalez.
Mm.
That's who I would. Did I do two wide receivers already? Yeah, I did. All right, cool. Yeah. I'll probably go with that for my lineup. I don't know if Lyric's still here. Would you want to do his offensive lineup?
No, he not here.
All right, so now I got another. All right, now for defense, you got to pick five stars to put on your defense. Could be any position. It could be the same position, but you only can pick 5 stars on your defense. I'm
All
gonna go
time.
first. All time in their prime.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go first because I want to make sure that everyone already knows. Of course, I'm putting Ray Lewis on there. I'm putting Ed Reed on there. I'm putting Deion Sanders. I'm gonna put Troy Polamalu, and I'm gonna get Vince Wilfork.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have Ed Reed and Troy. I'll have Ray Lewis. I'll have Deion Sanders, and I'll have Vince Wilfork to push the middle.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Me, I like a good defensive end. So I'm gonna say Warren Sapp on that line, the legend to go. I'm also say shit. These are some hard picks. At cornerback, I'm gonna say Woodson. Cornerback used to be the cornerback for Oakland, I think it was.
Green Bay too, yeah.
Yeah, Green Bay, Oakland, Green Bay. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
one of the coldest cornerbacks to do the shit. What you say? You said two cornerbacks? Oh, you say any position? Oh,
Yeah, it don't have to be anywhere.
shit.
I would have put Darrell Revis in there, but I couldn't. I was like, nah, I'd rather have Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, at safety, what's that boy name that we had? The light skinned
Oh,
motherfucker.
it's not positions. It's just 5 stars. It could be any position, same position, just 5 stars.
Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara running back. I take.
No
I mean, I'm
defense.
tripping. I'm on. Defense. I'm tripping. I'm
Yeah,
on defense.
yeah.
Warren
You picked
Sapp.
Warren
I
Sapp.
take. I
Yeah,
take Cam Jordan on the other side. I take what's his boy name? Um, goddamn, Julius Peppers.
mm.
Uh, and who else? Another good cornerback. Uh,
Yeah, you got 4.
Marshawn
You got
Lynch.
one more person less.
No, the Honey Badger, Tyron Matthew, the Honey Badger.
Your defense, shit. You know.
He just got that pick six. Tyron just got that pick six.
Well, you talking about Ed Reed and Troy Polamalu? Boy, that's gonna be a crazy motherfucking defense with Ray Lewis, Vince Wilfork,
Man,
and you
Cam
got Deion
Jordan, man.
Sanders.
Yeah, both on the line. What a quarterback ain't gonna be able to do shit. He ain't gonna be able to
Yeah,
do
you
that
ain't
bitch
you
at
ain't throwing the
all.
ball.
Coming.
You ain't gonna be able to throw deep. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna throw it to Dion. Ray Lewis is in the middle, start to run with Vince Wilfork. That shit gonna be crazy.
You just
All
got
right,
to
so
run it back.
now that we done with the NFL game, I'm gonna test everybody out here right now. Starting five for an NBA team all time. Who's on your NBA all time starting five?
Oh, that's easy. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, and LeBron James. Easily my
Well,
top
who's
five.
running in what places? All right, where are you putting them? Who running
Hold on.
point?
I
Who
fixed
running
this right.
shooting guard?
Jordan Point. Larry Bird playing small forward. LeBron playing power forward. Shoot. Hold up. Now Wilt is still a shooting guard. AI is shooting guard. So it's Jordan at point. AI is shooting. Larry Bird at small forward, LeBron at power forward, and at center we got Shaq. Can't beat that. That's a crazy matchup. Right
Oh, I'm about to tell you how I'm gonna beat that right here, right now. Point guard, Steph Curry. Shooting guard, Michael Jordan. Small forward, I'm gonna
now.
take LeBron James. Power forward, I'm gonna take Tim Duncan. And center, I'm gonna take Shaq. But if I can't take Shaq as a center, then I will probably go. I mean, I can because it's my team. But if we were actually going team against team, I would put Hakeem at the center position. Because how you gonna deal with that? How you gonna deal with that? And Jason Kidd, an honorable mention because Jason Kidd could, for me, I passing that ball or Rondo. So, but I went with scoring. I don't know.
And
That's
Ray
my that would be my
Lewis, Ray
starting five.
Lewis, I don't mention for you too because he can shoot the three. You just had some names that was hitting just a little bit harder than Ray Lewis.
Huh?
Yeah, I had to have the king in there. I said Ray Lewis would have been a good shooter, but I know I could have picked Ray Lewis too, the legend. But yeah, it's just different, man. It's just different.
Yeah, I put LeBron in there. I could, I love Kobe, but if you can get
I
Michael
know.
Jordan over Kobe, but if I had to pick
Yeah.
if I couldn't pick LeBron and Michael because you picked them, then I would pick Kobe for my shooting guard, and then small forward. I'll probably go because you picked LeBron as a power forward, didn't you?
Mhm.
Or you wait? Did you even put LeBron on your team?
Yeah, LeBron power forward, Larry Bird small
So
forward.
you got them two. God damn. I go with
Yeah, that's
Melo. I go with
combination of
Melo.
self.
If we doing primes, everyone at their peak all time, I'm gonna put Melo in mine. If I had to pick different players,
Yeah, he was
but that
nasty
would
in his
actually be a
prime.
good ass game. That'd be a good ass game. Um,
Hmm.
so last question. We'll get out of here, or if we got some more sports questions. But last question for me is: out of all the teams that have been playing in the NFL this year, and we're talking about the teams that are or on the losing end, not nobody who's even or 3-3 or 4-2 or what I mean 2-3. We talking about teams that have been ass to say. Who's out of those teams? Who do you think has the probability of saving a season out of all the bad teams? I'll go through them real quick. Matter of fact, I'll name all the ones that got horrible records real quick. So we talking about the Panthers who haven't won a game this year. We talking about the Patriots. We talking about the Cardinals. We talking about the Bears. You know what I mean? The Broncos. Like those five teams. Who do you think? Panthers, Broncos, Cardinals, Giants, Bears. Who do you see that could possibly make a push at saving a season? Not playoffs, or even playoffs if you feel like they could get there, but who can turn it around at this point?
A team with the best chance out of all of them probably turning this around would probably be the Cardinals. I can see the Broncos probably picking it up, but not they might not make the playoffs this year because of the way they've been playing, and they about to fuck around and have a whole rebuild. All the other teams, I feel just like it's lost causes, and I just feel like the only team with the chance probably is Arizona.
I can see that. I went with the Bears because of DJ Moore and that connection. Um, I think they'll be able to do something if they can get Justin Fields playing right. So for me, I think it would be the Bears. The Cardinals, when Kyler Murray come back, I can see that, but I was choosing a team that you didn't choose. So to be a devil's advocate, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I could also see maybe the Bears doing something. Just depends on how hurt Kyler Murray is when he comes back. If he is going to come back, because we've been hearing he's going to come back, and hasn't really happened yet. But if the Cardinals can get Kyler Murray, I could see it a little bit. But other than that, I don't know if they'll be able to do anything with him coming off the injury. So I'll go with the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't mad at that pick. It's out of them two teams, Arizona or Chicago.
Yeah. So you got any questions?
No questions. Couple announcements. Listening party. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday night. 8 p.m. K-Dub Silence, new I don't know, I think it's an album or it's a mixtape, but we gonna review that, play that whole thing. And yes sir, it's going down. So tap in for that.
Oh yeah, if I think it's
Also,
the album that I'm thinking about, then God, yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
hold on, let me
Even
get
if
y'all
it's
the
the
name of this
mixtape,
shit.
because I'm on both of them. Spoiler alert, and so is Lyric. So I've already seen a lot of his work. We've been working a lot lately, so that actually gonna be pretty interesting. To see that.
My Repetitive Emotions Collaboration EP. That's the name of it. My Repetitive Emotions
Oh, that's
Collaboration
not the
EP.
one then. That's not the one then. But it's still something I
Yeah.
think that I'm on. If I'm not mistaken. Probably not.
It's,
I think I'm on the other mixtape. But yeah, he got some songs though. I ain't gonna lie. I can see
yeah,
him
so be
doing the
sure I tap
verses.
in for that one. That listening part is gonna be crazy. And maybe we can get him on the verses too, because he had to redeem himself. Because he was. I know the situation. This is at the place music from, so I know he want to redeem himself. So, for sure, we gonna see it.
Well, that Little Solid and
Listen
K
part of
Dub
that.
Solid, two different people.
No, this K Dub side.
Yeah. How's he gonna redeem himself though?
Cause in the verses, he was in the verses, but he had went to jail. His sister had to play his music for him. She played the wrong song.
Oh, he wasn't in the
She
verses. He
played.
was in the tournament. Yeah,
The
yeah,
thing got The thing got it Friday Music Fest tournament. Yeah.
yeah. He was in the tournament. That's why I was like, I thought you were talking about Solid, Little Solid. I was like, no, but
No.
okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, he was in the tournament. Wasn't the verses, but yeah, because I remember being one of the advocates that was like, listen to some of the shit I have with him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he could
yeah.
have played this. He could have played that. Like
But he ain't
Lyric had
sent the
songs
music.
with him.
His
Songs with
sister
him.
sent them in. Yeah, his sister
Yeah,
sent
I
it
know.
in. His sister Tiffany Jean. She sent it in.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. We got that coming up. I'm excited for that one, man. I can't wait for that one. That was gonna be a movie. In December, I'm in talks. I know. The homie Haywall said December. So once him and Chief will confirm a date, Chief versus Haywall 2 will be in December sometime. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Man, award
Whenever he
show.
pick a date, I don't give a fuck. A lot
Award
can
show
happen
is
between
going
now and then.
crazy.
So
The award show Ooh, y'all better get locked in because the month running out is running out on you real quick. October getting out of here. November about to come in. Y'all got to midpoint of November, like November 15th. Then y'all just hit from that point. So get your shit out. I see people get their content out, dropping shit, this and that. Then, ooh, them album mixtape or the album, the EP of the year category. You know what I'm saying?
album, mixtape, or
Listen,
project of the year. That's
I
better
might
because
have a
it
listening part of the year category. You just never know. You never know for the motherfuckers. You just never know. But yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Award show come around the corner, man. It's gonna be a big year for the award show. If we do it right, it's gonna be a big motherfucking year. We're gonna turn up even crazier than we did last year. Fans, y'all gotta get out and vote. Artists, you gotta get out and promote it. So your fans can get out and vote. Get your fans to get out and vote. I don't want people being mad talking about I didn't win because of this, that, and the third. The fan vote sways the judgment. It sways the judgment. It's part of the judgment. Really, to be honest, this is its own separate judgment. Really, to be honest, it's a part of the judgment. You know what I'm saying? We say one thing and the fans say another one. We might agree with the fans. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. Whatever go on the table. But you got to put yourself at the table first by getting your fans to get out there and vote, pushing the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, anytime we do an event, make sure you get your fans out there to promote it. When I promote, you promote. Make sure you promoting just as always. You know what I'm saying? Because this is for you. This is your time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be into it as well. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, there's so much coming up, man. Just stay tuned and tap in, man.
yeah.
Spotlight, spotlight. You catch us in the spotlight, spotlight.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some shit popping. Battle rap. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir. 4, 5 shots. That last one was a banger, a banger. Yeah, we knew it though. That last one was a banger. I know. I put it. I posted the first time I had no fucking volume. See, if y'all was in the chat telling me I had no damn volume, I would have known. I wouldn't have played the whole damn video with no volume. So I had to go
I
redo it.
didn't even know you was
You know?
doing it. I
Yeah,
saw it
yeah, no
afterwards.
volume. I'm seeing
So
people saying, "Ain't got no volume." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm sitting here
I
watching the
thought I
whole
thought
thing.
it went live. I didn't know we were recording it, so I wasn't even worried about looking out for anything or anything. I was like, it's already
I
out.
ain't gonna lie.
I was asleep.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the first card I watched 3 times, 3 or 4 times. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good ass card. That was some good ass rounds, some good shit being said, and some good shit, some good debates going on. But I ain't gonna lie, that was a good ass card. Who banger alert? We keeping y'all with bangers after bangers after bangers after bangers. What you thought? Anyhow, spotlight sports. We in the spotlight. Pass it over back to my boy
Okay.
Chief for the close it out.
Spotlight on the sports, bitch. It was a short week, so it's a little short show. Didn't have a lot of games to go over. Um, Kind of went through the games pretty quick. We didn't really talk about too many of them with explanations. Uh, it's just one of those short weeks where a lot of teams got a bye week. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully, the questions that we did go over spark y'all questions and y'all can argue in the comments of who's right or wrong at all times and who right or wrong on their picks on football. The preseason or whatever you want to call basketball right now. Like we're gonna start getting into these basketball games and talking about specific basketball games and talking about teams and who played and well, I mean we'll get into that. I'm pretty sure we're reaching the trades. There's gonna be a couple trades that's gonna pop up that we'll talk about. As far as you know, I mean, last week we had the big topic of do you move Joel Embiid with James Harden, or do you keep Joel Embiid, or you know, what I mean, topics like that will be coming into question. But yeah, it was a dope show, dope show. I fucks with it.
Absolutely. The website will be dropping Halloween Day. Yes, the website will be dropping Halloween Day. Yes,
There's
you
a
heard
lot of
it
shit
here
happening
first.
on Halloween.
You heard
It's
it
gonna
here
go
first
down.
at Spotlight Sports. You know what I mean? On that particular day, I'm dropping the website. Go check it out. You already know what's going down. Then I'm starting this new show that's coming out. It's called It's called Battle Rap Kingdom Behind the Scenes. So you're gonna get some behind the scenes shit from the shit that we do behind the scenes. Like I told y'all, I had some behind the scene footage from when Miracle worked on the website. That's gonna be on the episode On that episode of Behind the Scenes, we're gonna be talking about the website. We're gonna behind the scenes promo, different topics that we're gonna be talking about. I'm giving you the behind the scenes working of this shit and how to promote yourself as a artist behind the screen, and how to move and navigate behind the scenes. So be on the lookout for Hawk Life behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We going crazy. I told you. Battle Rap Kingdom Media Group. You know what I'm saying? We are the trend. We are the motherfucking trend. And this has been Spotlight Sports, where we put sports in the spotlight. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go.